So we are looking at mini versions of fuzz pedals.
Yeah, mini versions of what they've already released with, you know, with the whole Jimi Hendrix vibe pedals in mind. Vibe pun. But what they do have is, as you've said, they've compacted them into smaller units, like Phase 90 units, so that they're pedalboard friendly. Yeah. Because nowadays everybody's trying to condense their pedal boards.
Well, I think everyone's trying to fit as much on their pedal boards as possible. Right?
Yeah, exactly. So that, you know, if you're a gigging or a touring musician, the one thing that you don't want is like a huge flight case. Like, I'm going to Germany again, right? And I'm taking a pedal board with me, and I've got it on this tiny little pedal board.
Yeah.
So it can all fit in.
Yeah, yeah. Have you got minis?
I've got no minis. I've only got a very small amount of pedals. Yeah. And the one thing that I'm missing that I want really badly is a Univibe.
Yeah, it sounds great.
It's got the American flag on it.
Yeah, well, these. So let's go into them a little bit. These, we're reading up the designs because they look great.
They're almost like they're embossed as well, so you can actually feel the artwork.
There's texture, yeah.
There's texture.
This is I love Dust. Is that the company?
Yeah, the guy. Is it the guy or the company?
I think it's a company. Okay. There may be a head honcho guy.
Because they've designed, as I was telling you, they've designed some really, really cool guitar straps with Dunlop.
Yeah. They're great. Like, they've designed some cool stuff.
Yeah.
They look great. So should we go through them, what they are?
Yeah, so let's start with the classic. Let's start with the fuzz face.
Yeah.
So you actually read up on some information about the story of that, right?
This one?
Or was it this one? No, it was this one. So this one, should I say, sorry, is actually spec-ridden. It's got a couple of features on this pedal.
Yeah, go through the specs, because they've all got their own little things.
Yeah, little quirks and stuff. This one is different from the others because it's got a selection of buttons on there. So now, fuzz pedals, silicon and germanium. Each person has their own sort of what they like and everything.
What do you like?
I couldn't care less. If it sounds good, then I'm with it. You know what I mean? Especially with the fuzz pedal, because fuzz pedals are my 100% favorite pedals.
Yeah, I remember you saying that before. Yeah.
So I just bought that. Do you remember when we done the demo on the Billy Gibbons fuzz?
Yeah.
The big thing.
Yeah.
I just bought one of those.
Nice.
And I am like, with my Strat at home. Oh, and I bought a custom shop Fender Monterey Strat.
Nice.
Cool. Jimi Hendrix. I'm a big fan of Jimi Hendrix, you see, guys.
Is this silicone or is this?
Oh, so the cool thing about this, the switch on top here actually switches between your silicone and your germanium.
So it's both.
So it's both. And not only that, it also has a buffer switch in there as well. Now, it says buff, and I think just out of it saying buff and it being on a fuzz pedal, because I always put fuzzes at the beginning of my chain.
Yeah.
So I think that is a buffer. So basically what that does is it pushes a little bit more signal through the rest of the chain.
It would make sense. And I'm sure if you're wrong, someone's going to say.
Someone will correct me, which is good.
But it makes complete sense. That's what that would be.
Yeah. As a fuzz face should be, completely on full.
Yeah.
We should hear what this sounds like. The two silicon and germanium bits.
Yeah. Do you want to do that now?
Yeah. Should we just do it one by one?
Let's do one
just
by
do
one.
it.
Yeah.
So here is my bass tone. Oh, by the way, guys. Woo-hoo!
What are you playing?
Fender limited edition custom shop 30th anniversary artist Jimi Hendrix signature. Yeah, it's very cool.
I love that look.
I mean, it's the lacquer cracking. Yeah, you should see.
I like that.
As you can see, it's a right-handed guitar that they've made look like.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm not cool with in terms of what they should have done. If they wanted to do this guitar and do it right-handed, they should have just released it as a normal Strat, because Jimmy would have been playing a normal Strat, but just the other way around. Exactly. So
have they reversed this as well?
Yeah. So that's the only thing I'm kind of like. So basically, it's like it's a left-handed Strat. strap.
I've had that debate so many times.
Yeah, I know. But it's cool nonetheless. It's a relic Jimi Hendrix
plays well
signature, and it sounds killer.
Great.
I've got it half a step down.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm going to look down here because we're doing the audio ourselves today.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Tom's not here.
Timothy's on holiday in Dorset.
Cornwall.
Cornwall.
Or Dorset.
No, he's in Cornwall.
Is he?
I don't know.
So we're doing the audio ourselves. So I'm going to look down here at it when you play.
Anyway, so this is my clean signal. Mesa Boogie, TC50, bit of reverb, mid-channel, little bit of crunch to it. Great. Fuzz.
Engage.
Silicon first. Whoa! Fuzz pedals, man, they get me going, dude.
Jesus.
You can get that aeroplane effect on this one, which I'll get to soon.
So that was silicone.
Yeah, I'm going to back the fuzz off so you can kind of hear. Yeah. I love that. Mate, I'm excited today, man. I am excited today.
So you got the volume on 11.
Yeah, that's how a fuzz should
and
be.
the fuzz on 12.
Because if you listen to this, if I back off on the volume as well, the fuzz becomes completely, like, it just becomes weak sounding to me. Bring the volume all the way up. It's where a fuzz should be for me. And then, but that, the good thing about bringing the fuzz down really shines the character through on the actual pedal itself.
Yeah.
So you can really hear that silicone go, you know. It's beautiful. And to germanium.
Jermaine.
Whoa!
Turn the volume down?
Yeah, maybe.
Hey.
No, turn it up. Give it some. So
What's going on?
it's just loads of noise. That's what fuzz pedals do. I love germanium, but silicon for me is the way forward.
It's just not as noisy. So.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Wait,
It's
what's
nowhere
that?
near as. This is the silicon. That changed. Germanium.
Yeah, I mean.
Silicon. So with the buffer engaged. I actually prefer it without the buffer. It's a little bit more fuzzy. brings the guitar signal for a bit, makes the guitar brighter with the buffer on.
Yeah.
Which I actually dislike.
Yeah, I agree. It sounds a bit more like metallic.
I want it to be like. You could even have a Strat and do doom metal. Modi Destavir.
We don't like metal.
Has anyone played Resident Evil 4 before? Modi Destavir. Anyway, they go to like Jamaica or Africa and it's amazing. And there's the monks in this one place where they go Modi Destavir, and it's great. Anyway, on to my next, my favourite one, the Band of Gypsys Fuzz. This thing sounds unbelievable.
Yeah, and so before
Tell
we
me
get
the
to
story,
that, cool story
Cool.
that I pretend that I know about, but I read it about 10 minutes ago. So in 1969, 1970, Hendrix did some gigs. He did Woodstock and some other ones.
Yeah.
Can't remember them. And he had this mysterious red fuzz with white knobs. And
it was a fuzz face. It had the circular fuzz face vibe to it. It was the circular red pedal with a white knob.
But no one knew what was in it or what it was.
Yeah, they didn't know if it was silicone or germanium or... But it turns out that we found out.
Well, we found out that this is a replica of that pedal.
Yes.
What we don't know is if it's silicone
or germanium.
Yeah.
So give us in the comment section below if you know what it is. It'd be very cool if we could find out. But we also found out that pedal that he was playing at Woodstock and stuff like that, that fuzz was actually the fuzz from an Octavio, but with the octave taken out. So it was just the fuzz and part of that pedal.
Yeah.
So that's where maybe how he got that ridiculously huge sound.
Yeah.
I've got that.
But
DVD.
it's interesting that that there isn't any information, that we could find.
Well, maybe there is, but the good thing is that I don't know, and I'm kind of happy that I don't. Yeah. It adds a little bit of mystique to it.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter.
Exactly, and Jimi Hendrix was a very mysterious man, acting like I know him. But Jimi Hendrix supposedly was a very mysterious man.
Yeah.
Very cool, very kept to himself. Did you also know that he hated the sound of his voice?
Really?
So when he used to sing, his singing voice. No, his talking voice was cool as shit.
Yeah, but he was cool as shit.
He was like, yeah, man.
But
he didn't talk like a gangster.
Got to be,
what's up, boo? That's not Jimi
He looks
Hendrix.
like
he looks like an absolute geoholic, sir.
But I think to be mysterious and cool, you have to be like really laid back. And
yeah, I think so.
To be cool, you have to be mysterious.
I think so. And Jimmy had it nail, head, hammer.
I bet his mum didn't think that though.
No one's mum thinks that their sons are cool, man. Anyway, Band of Gypsys Fuzz. This thing absolutely rocks. Yeah. Oh, that's the one right there.
So
that's the one.
We've got output, tone, and fuzz, just so if you can't see.
It's just set to 12 o'clock.
Also 12 o'clock, and that sounds... I mean, they all sound great.
Yeah, that's the thing. We got them out, and to be fair...
We weren't sure.
To the guys at Dunlop, I was just like, oh, here we go, more Jimi Hendrix stuff.
Yeah, but it's not just Dunlop, it's everyone.
Yeah, and I'm a huge Jimi Hendrix fan, and I just... It's the same as the Dimebag Daryl thing with Dean guitars. I look at it and I'm like, come on, guys, just stop making this stuff. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? He's gone and just money and all that sort of situation. But I'm really excited about these because these sound really good.
Are there other Hendrix minis?
Not minis, but MXR or Dunlop or whatever had actually made some normal size pedal versions of these. Yeah. So I think they're exactly the same as the ones that they've made before, but just in a smaller chassis and cooler artwork.
So are there all these features on the big ones?
I don't think so. I don't think there's one. I'm not too sure.
Because this one, the Univibe, is pretty much a straight rip-off of the big one.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Well, I mean, to be
I
fair,
thought
most
these-
of these are, but this, I don't know. To be fair, I'm not going to pretend
So
that I
they've
know.
got one of these, a big one.
There's a band of Gypsys Fuzz, yes. Well, like they've done a they've done a mini version. It's called it's a Fuzz Face Mini range that they do, and it's the red pedal with the white knobs, and it's the band of Gypsys one. So they have done it, but now they've put it into an even smaller chassis
With cool artwork.
with cooler artwork, man. This artwork's dope as hell. But I'm not going to pretend that I know that all of these functions are on them.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that this is new stuff. Do you know?
Yeah.
Which it is. So that I don't really need to spend much time on the band of Gypsys Fuzz. It's just an unbelievably cool sounding fuzz pedal.
Yeah.
If I back off on the fuzz a little bit though, let's get that. It actually becomes a sick sounding overdrive pedal. You know what I mean? With a little bit of fuzz in there. Very, very good pedal.
I'm into it.
I'm into it.
I'm into it.
I'm into it. I'm into
This
it.
one?
Yeah, man.
What's this?
This is an Octavio.
Yeah, it is.
Probably my favourite mix of pedals known to man.
Yeah.
A fuzz and an octave. As I said, I just bought the Billy Gibbons fuzz pedal, the Cientos Santos. No, the Cientos
Which
Santos.
means-
The Seven Saints.
There you go.
Cientos Santos. Cientos muy caliente. And I posted that, my girlfriend's Spanish, guys, and I posted muy caliente on this pedal.
What does that mean?
It means very, very hot, but caliente in like hot is the sexy way. Like muy sexy, muy caliente. And that's what an Octavo does to me. It gets me
Makes
all
you
muy
sexy
caliente. It
hot.
makes me sexy hot. It makes me hot.
I don't
Very,
want
very sexy.
to. I don't
hot.
want to see you sexy hot.
You
Mate.
should always want to see me sexy hot. Octavio. The good thing about this, which is very, very cool, is that they've made the octave switchable.
Okay.
So you can have it just a fuzz, or you can have the octave fuzz. Was that like a yawn you were trying to keep inside?
It wasn't.
It
No.
looked like
No, it
you were
wasn't.
like, okay.
No, it generally wasn't.
Oh, good.
I was listening intently.
Good. I'm happy. Anyway, the Octavo, they've made it so it's switchable, so you can have the octave in or out. So here is just the fuzz, to be fair, which is actually a very cool old school sounding fuzz. Mate,
That cried.
that cried. But that's the cool thing. If you think about, like,
It makes me a little bit horny.
I know, right? Muy caliente. Yeah, right?
I hope that's coming across on camera. How
It sounds-
how good that sounds.
Mate, I'm super stoked on this vid. Man, these pedals and this whole rig is vibing out
It
hard.
did make me pee a little bit.
Yeah. Univibe.
Okay, but this is this is what it is.
It's a classic. It's a
Yeah.
classic set. Probably-
These excite me more, and I don't know why.
Well, I mean, just get some of it. Get a load of this.
Make me excited by this.
Get me a load of this. It's like a comfort of it's like a mother's hug.
It is, isn't it?
Just come home and you're really sad and your mum goes, give me a hug.
It could be eerie though. You make it eerie.
But it's just all that, you know, it's just...
It's the vibe button.
So yeah, so
Everything's died to 12 at the moment. What does the vibe button do?
I actually prefer this. Oh, it's so smooth and
What's
rounded.
the difference? Do we know?
But one sounds like that and one sounds like that. Sounds more like a tremolo, and this sounds like... But my favourite combination of the pedals that we were using at the beginning when I was doing the jam with you was the band of Gypsys and the Univibe. This just sounds
You play,
stupid.
I'm going to sit here and listen. They sound great.
They sound so good.
Retailing at?
£139.
Yeah, it's about 130, 140 quid. Which you might say is a lot, but...
For what you get.
For what you get.
I mean, the only reason that you say it only sounds a lot is because they're mini. Can you imagine if it was in a fuller chassis, sort of big vibe and stuff with all the... You'd be like, oh yeah, 139 quid. Wow, yeah, cool, cheap. But
they're actually doing your favourite because they're smaller.
Exactly.
And they sound the same.
But they just sound so
And that's the thing, you're right, people have this weird thing about because they're smaller, they're not getting as much, but,
yeah, but
it's helping you out. You can fit more on your pedal board.
Exactly. I would happily add a reverb to this, like Hall of Fame or something, because the amp's got reverb, but maybe some amps don't have reverb. Happily just go boom, 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 reverb, little mini pedal board, see you later.
Yeah, you were saying earlier, personally, you're gonna buy the Univibe, right?
I'm gonna buy the Univibe because I don't have one and I want one really bad. and it's small, so it'll fit on my little mini board that I have with my other bits.
Yeah,
and
I like it.
Yeah. Superb, man. Super stoked on these. Very impressed. They sound great. They look amazing as well.
Yeah, I love Dust. Check them out because they are cool.
Yeah.
And,
cool. And make sure though, this is in stock at the store. So come and check this out. We just got it restrung.
The 50s.
Ah, the 50s.
Heavy Relic. I'm reading this. Wide fade, 2-tone sunburst. 56.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for watching. This is the brand new range of Jimi Hendrix inspired pedals by MXR. Yeah, my name is Josh.
Mark.
And thank you for watching The GAC Show.
Bye-bye.